In a quiet corner of the forest where time seemed to slow down, there lived two birds who had been together for years. The male bird loved her deeply, with a heart full of devotion. But even deep love couldn't stop a quiet doubt from blooming in the heart of the female bird. It wasn't that she wasn't loved. Sometimes the more love we receive, the more we question if we truly deserve it. She began to wonder, he's so kind to me, but is his heart really mine? No one said anything, but the silences between them grew longer. Random words became subtle accusations. He still brought her sweet grains, still sang old love songs, but his eyes seemed more tired than before. And she, every time she looked at him, felt both warmth and doubt. One cold afternoon, as pale sunlight stretched across the forest floor, she looked at him and softly said, "Tomorrow, before the sun rises, whoever reaches this tree first loves more." He didn't argue, just smiled gently and said, "If that helps you believe, then I agree." That night, she flew back to the nest, determined to prove her love. But he stayed, alone under the tree, cold wind slicing through the night. If she arrives and doesn't see me, she'll think I don't care, so I'll stay here, all night, so that no doubt ever touches her heart again. He stayed, not for pride, but for a promise, and for a love that needed no words anymore. That night, the forest was eerily silent. The wind howled through dry branches, cutting like knives. He curled up under the tree, feathers soaked in dew, eyes brimming with tears. But he stayed. In his heart, when she sees me here at dawn, she'll never doubt me again. Meanwhile, she couldn't sleep either. She watched the stars and whispered, "I'll go early, so he knows I love him too." As the sky turned pale blue, she flew off, heart pounding like a child's first love. She reached the tree, looked around. He wasn't there. Her heart sank. He didn't come. Her wings drooped. She whispered, "Even if you didn't come, I still love you." But deep inside, a tiny crack had formed, quiet but colder than the winter air itself. She sat on a branch, pretending to be calm, but her heart was a storm.
Maybe he forgot, or maybe he no longer feels the same.
Doubt returned, thin as mist, sharp as ice. Then, through the leaves, morning light broke gently. She looked down and saw a small, still shape beneath the snow. She froze, then flew down, and the moment she touched the ground, her heart shattered. It was him, curled up beneath the tree, wings stiff, eyes closed, as if lost in an eternal dream. She wept, wrapped him in her wings, once warm for her, now cold and lifeless. Beside him, a small flower petal and a single feather, placed neatly, tenderly. No words, but she understood.
I never left. I stayed here all night, not to prove my love, but so that you would never have to doubt it again.
And in that moment, she knew the cost of a single doubt could be losing the quiet kind of love that never needed to be loud to be real.